All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a spiel on copyright and fair use. We did a little bit yesterday. We're going to do a little bit more today. All right, answer these questions first in your own words. What is copyright? What is the purpose of copyright? How is it supposed to help our country? And should you be able to download copyrighted music or applications for free? All right, answer those questions before you go on. Hit a little pause there and answer those. One per team. Okay, so the Constitution has things about copyright in it. So the U.S. Constitution says the purpose of copyright is to promote the spread of knowledge and innovation. So basically the deal is if you can write a book and you can make money off of it, you're going to write more books, you're motivated to write books, and the writing of the books is a good thing for society. So it's promote the spread of knowledge and innovation because people can profit through their works. Okay, the intellectual property rights provision of the Constitution was included because the founding fathers believed that encouraging the development of new ideas and information serves society as a whole. So they think that if somebody creates a cool new application for your phone, society's better off. If somebody writes a great play or writes a poem or makes a sculpture, society's better off. Every student. Okay, so today in today's day and age, you guys have the internet. We didn't have it when I was a kid, but you have the internet, and you guys get all kinds of information from the internet. You get music from the internet, you get games from the internet. When you're writing papers, you get your sources from the internet, and because of that, and a lot of you will actually make your money from information and things that you do on the internet. So every student deserves to have a sound understanding of copyright and fair use as a fundamental part of our legal system, since copyright laws affect the way we gather, share, create, and use the intellectual property that is constantly being generated in our culture. All right, so I want you guys to do a little reading. I want you to read two things. I want you to read Principles and Rules of Copyright on page 75. That's going to tell you what the expectations are for your collage. Okay, and then I want you to read Understanding Copyright. That's going to be more in depth. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I want you guys to go into the O3 Collage Copyright and Fair Use, and I want you to open up this thing first. Okay, and read through this thing. It'll tell you the expectations of what basically gives you some real basics from what we're going to do for the collage. Okay, and then open up this one, and this one's more in depth, and it's going to talk to you more about fair use. So read through that. We're going to do some silent reading real quick. So read through those. Pause this spiel for a second and read those. Okay, and now I'm assuming that you have done your silent reading, and I'm going to continue. All right, copyright means you can't do this. So if somebody else did something, wrote a book or something, this means that they can do this, but you can't. Reproduce the work, distribute copies of the work, perform the work, the play, display the work, create derivatives of the work, which means so you can't make something that's real similar to it. If somebody wrote a book in English, you can't translate it to Spanish, and if somebody made a book, you can't turn it into a movie. If you wrote the book, you can. If it's your thing, you can do all of these. If it's not your thing, you can't do any of those things. All right, answer these questions. I'm assuming at this point you already read Understanding Copyright. So what is the purpose of copyright law? What two important things is it trying to protect and balance? So read through there and try to find out there's two things. This is important. All right, answer these questions. And then once you've answered these, go on. All right, answer these questions. Is this fair use or infringement? Which category does this fall into? Number one, I make a song using somebody else's melody but change the words. Is that fair use or is that infringement? I make copies of a song and give them to my students so that they can teach them about racism, fair use or infringement. You buy a song and make copies for your friends. Is that fair use or infringement? You take a picture off of Mr. Travis's website, because Mr. Travis is a photographer, and you Photoshop it to look different, and then you sell it. You take a picture off of Mr. Travis's professional website and Photoshop it to look different, and then put it up on your wall. So you're making money off of this one, you're not making money off of this one. Fair use or infringement? You take a picture off the web and put it in your collage. Fair use or infringement? All right, answer all those questions. And documenting sources. So read through this. This tells you how to document sources. All right, so when you do your collage, you're going to have to cite your sources. Okay, so read through this. So for sure, we're going to have to do a separate page on a back page of your collage, because you're going to have to sort. You're going to get some things from different places. You're going to have to cite the source. I'll teach you how to do that. All right, so here's the least thing you're going to do. When you do your collage, you're going to add the copyright symbol to it, just asserting your protection, and you're going to make a Word document with at least one citation. All right, and I'll walk you through how to do that later on. The end.